From the Isle of Samoa, he is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, the Mattel WWE Elite Collection GameStop exclusive, Samoa Joe! Finally, I get to review something WWE, in a matter of speaking, action figure wise. Samoa Joe. I can't believe it. Picked him up at GameStop clearance. He was a GameStop exclusive figure. Samoa Joe has traveled the world from bingo halls to Ring of Honor, TNA, and finally WWE, where he debuted on the NXT brand in 2015. The box looks good. It's one of the Elite Collection packs. There's Samoa Joe on the back. This ring attire is from June 2016. He was 2015's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic winner with Finn Balor. He won the NXT Championship. He hasn't used the Muscle Buster in a while. Mostly uses the Coquina Clutch. But this figure is awesome. Let's open him up and take a look. Hey, Samoa Joe, where's your NXT Championship? Oh no, Edge took it. You know, I think the best way to show off Samoa Joe's articulation is to try a couple wrestling moves on my 2003 Jakks Pacific Edge action figure. Let's try it. Here it goes. Muscle Buster! But Edge is pinning him. 1, 2. Oh, Samoa Joe kicked out. Samoa Joe can get Edge into the Coquina Clutch pretty well. Legs wrapped around him, arms wrapped around him. Hand right there on the chin. And, yeah, Edge is out. He's tapping. Samoa Joe has articulation in the knees, actually double jointed. He's got thigh swivel, he's got ankle pivots, single jointed elbows, but he's got bicep swivel, shoulder joints, wrist articulation, ab crunch. His head goes side to side. He's even got waist. He's a very good figure. You can put him into a lot of wrestling poses, as I just displayed with the Rated R Superstar Edge. Nothing really to write home about unique-wise when it comes to the articulation, but I do enjoy the fact that you can actually use him to wrestle. Now for Samoa Joe, I do wish there was an alternate head maybe, with maybe an angrier head, because he looks kind of like he's looking at someone and he's not really sure what to think right now. I wish he just kind of had like teeth and like, he's so angry. And I do wish he had the, the Samoa Joe surfs up alternate hand, because his hands right now are just kind of really loose. Look at that. So I got to be careful with those hands, because right now, oh, this one's not so bad. This one though, that one's pretty bad. The NXT Championship, this is the old style. They switched, I think in 2016 to a new belt design, but watching NXT from not the very beginning, but the Adrian Neville days of him being champion, this is the belt I most associate with the brand. You can probably tell why, because it says NXT in giant, big, bold gold letters. And this belt, it's pretty nice. It's got the little symbols on the sides, WWE. It's got the big gold X right there. And the back's kind of not something much to look at, but you're really going to only be focusing right here on the front. Now, I don't know about other characters, but the NXT Championship doesn't wrap around his waist. And you can see that he needs just a few more notches to really make it fit. But Samoa Joe's hips, just too wide. And if we snap those together, pick Samoa Joe up off the ground, fits pretty well right there on his shoulder. And while it doesn't fit for someone like Samoa Joe, you could still put it on your other 6-inch figures and maybe have Darth Vader be the next big thing coming out of the NXT territory. Because it does fit. It fits other characters just fine, just not Samoa Joe. The towel it comes with is pretty unique. I've not seen too many other characters in action figure lines come with a molded towel to fit around your neck, but it does work for Samoa Joe. And we're just going to pop it on and show you how it goes on. Pow. Just like that. It looks like this was painted black originally, but then they went over it with the yellow. And what's going to happen is, over time, this leg joint right here is going to rub. It's going to start wearing down that yellow paint. I'm not going to show you, but I can probably guess that it's going to cut into it just a little. And you can actually already start to see there's a little line showing up. And while that's a little disappointing, I mostly keep them for display pieces. I like to do it. That's how I collect. People who do play with the action figures should be a little wary that you're going to wear out your Samoa Joe. I think the sideburns on Samoa Joe's face are just a little too dark. He doesn't have that thick of facial hair. He kind of has like an Elvis thing going. And the chin is also a little too dark for me. But you still get the gist that it's Samoa Joe. I just wish it was a little, either just take them off or just leave it a lighter shade. So what do I think about Samoa Joe? He's a great villain. I don't think he'll ever win the big one, but I sure do wish he would be on the WrestleMania card, because he's been left off 2 years in a row, and I think that's doing a talent of his caliber a disservice. So with this figure, I don't know if I'm ever going to collect any other WWE action figures. Maybe a Johnny Gargano, maybe. But this'll do it for me. I love that he comes with the belt. Love that he comes with the towel. He's got kind of a grumpy face, I suppose. Well done. Well done. And with that, thanks for watching. Give us a like. If you want to see any other wrestling comments about the show or pay-per-views, let me know in the comments below. Maybe you've got a few of your own. Shout them out. I'd love to hear from you. Check us out on Twitter and Instagram at The Toy Temple. We're always posting, always updating. We try to post daily. And remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love. And that includes pro wrestling.